The United Nations General Assembly voted to expel Russia from the Human Rights Council following allegations of war crimes in Ukraine. Russia has denied the claims, saying no civilians were killed. Video surfaced over the weekend from Bucha showing bodies with their hands bound, execution style. Ukrainian officials are now concerned about the landmines left behind by Russian forces.
Joining us now is retired Colonel Mark Cancian. He's a senior advisor for the International Security Program at the Center for Strategic and International Studies. Colonel Cancian, welcome. Thank you so much for being with us. So, as you know, Russia is being urged to stop using landmines in its war with Ukraine. Tell us more about these devices they are reportedly using. How do they work? And what's so problematic about them, considering this is a war?
Well, there are two kinds of landmines. There is the anti-vehicular landmine and the anti-personnel landmine. The anti-personnel landmines do just what it sounds like. They are designed to hurt civilians, or rather hurt personnel. They're the more controversial ones because of their ability to hurt civilians if they wander into the wrong areas. There's a treaty against their use. Russia is not a party to that treaty, nor is the United States, although the United States has put some restrictions on its use of landmines. There are also these anti-vehicular landmines. These are designed to stop vehicles. They're less dangerous for civilians because they need a lot of pressure to set them off, although they would have to be cleared afterwards also.
Do you expect the Russian forces to increase their use of these landmines?
It's hard to say. They clearly used them extensively during the withdrawal up in the north. That was part of their method of trying to delay Ukrainian forces so that they could withdraw without losses. I think we'll probably see more of them in the east just because the Russians are hard pressed. They're not making a lot of progress, and I think it's likely that they will use all of the weapons at their disposal, of which these are one.
So, of course, Colonel, we have no idea when this conflict will end, how long it will drag out. But when it does eventually end, how will these devices be uncovered?
Well, after wars, there's always a process of removing landmines. It's a long process. It's dangerous. It's expensive, but it is possible. There are companies that specialize in this. For example, after the 1991 war in Kuwait, there was a long process to remove all of the Iraqi mines. I think the Ukrainians are going to have to go through that also. They'll have to mark the minefields and then go through them step by step to make sure that the mines are removed. The one good thing is that most of these mines appear to be on the surface. There are videos of anti-vehicular mines on roads, and the anti-personnel mines that they're using are also designed to be above ground. That'll make it a little easier.
All right. Certainly, we hope for a speedy resolution to this conflict. Colonel Mark Cancian, thank you so much.
Thanks for having me on the show.